with Helen Reddy. So, 2001, at the age of 60, whole new life career.
Well, yeah, I'm not quite 60 yet, but,
All righty.
but yes. But yeah,
I've added
at
to
that
your
time.
age there.
No, but I was 60 when I graduated.
Oh, okay. So, what do you think drew you to hypnotherapy?
I'd always been interested. I'd been interested since I was a child. I mean, I had been studying, metaphysics for 50 years, and I had actually done past life regressions, even though I wasn't formally trained. I had done them, but I didn't. I wanted to have the legitimacy of a degree, and I wanted also to know more about what I was doing, virtually by instinct. So that's why I went back to school, and I'm so glad I did. It was wonderful, life-changing and wonderful.
Okay, so for four odd years now, you've been working as a hypnotherapist?
Part-time, yes,
Yeah.
but I mean, I'm retired. I don't work full-time at anything. And I'm very involved in a lot of different charities and so forth. But I only see certain clients. But I work in hospitals with doctors, especially anaesthetists, pre-surgery, because a lot of patients are so nervous about the surgery. So I get them nice and calm before the anaesthetist comes. I plant a lot of subconscious healing suggestions, how well the surgery is going to go, how quickly they'll recover, and how their body is responding to treatment, that sort of thing. And it definitely helps.
Okay, and you have found that people spontaneously go into past life regression with a number of your clients.
If that's what they're looking for, that's where I will take them. Yes, but that's not something I would impose on someone without their permission.
No, that's their own willingness to go there.
Yes.
So, what would you say to viewers of the program who have scepticism, etc., around past life? What would you say to them?
I'd say you're entitled to your opinion. Please allow me mine.
Okay, and because part of what Conversation with Robyn is about is to help people see more of who we are. I truly believe that as we see more of our inner self and our connectedness with above, we start to understand the connectedness with each other.
Very well put.
And from there, peace, harmony, etc., can come onto this planet, and we know
Which
it's
it will.
Absolutely.
That's what's coming. We
I believe
are
it.
in the process of attaining that.
Yep, I so believe that. So for people that are sitting there going, yeah, right, and it's never about judgment. However, what would you say perhaps for them to maybe start opening their mind to possibility and their hearts to possibility of exploring something like this? Now, words of wisdom, words from your journey.
I think, well, you have to investigate the subject. You know, a lot of people who criticise it really know absolutely nothing about it. What is amazing to me when I first started talking about my own psychic experiences, which I didn't do for years because I thought they'd call me a nut, you know, so many people would say, you know, I had an experience, I've never talked about it, but I had this experience, and then they proceed to describe a psychic experience. So it is so much more common than we realise, but people are afraid to talk about it because they don't want people to think they're nuts.
Yep, absolutely. The next 5 years for you.
Oh, I'm still working on the next 5 minutes.
I love your answers. What would you like to bring into your life, though, over the next 5 to... So we're 2006 and we've got this big...
Well, I take one day at a time.
Okay.
But I believe I am here at a certain time for a certain reason, and one of those reasons is to help people through the shift.
Big time. Oh, there's so many questions. I have to say that in shows. There's so many questions. I get into trouble for saying it. Can you share a few more of your visions that are in your book or not in your book that are positive? You know, as you say, for some people they feel there's a doom and gloom in this change
That's
coming
negative
up.
thinking.
Absolutely, it is.
That's negative thinking.
What is it that you
Okay,
can...
let me say something here.
Yeah.
What we concentrate our mental energy on grows. Whatever we focus on grows. If you're going to focus on doom and gloom, you will cause that to come about. The only way we can have a wonderful future is if we all imagine a healthy planet with a healthy people on it and that kind of thing. It's interesting, the film Twister,
Mm-hmm.
You know, when that first came out, there was a spate of tornadoes across the United States in areas that they'd never had, and like a lot more than usual in areas where they had them. And I really believe, because all those people were looking at twisters and the whole thing, mentally it caused that to happen. When the film was, released on DVD, the same thing happened. And when the film was shown on television, the same thing happened. It was followed by a bunch of tornadoes.
The power of the human mind.
The power of thought. Thought is energy. Consciousness is energy. We have so much more control over our future. We can't just say, oh, well, there's nothing I can do. I may as well go to the pub. It's about using your mental energy to visualize a perfect, happy, wonderful world, and that is what will come into being.
And the heart?
Well, that's where the emotion is, yes.
Yep. Yeah. Helen, thank you so much.
Thank you, Robyn. I've enjoyed this.
Yes, I have too. I wish we could do a longer show with you, maybe another time in the future.
Hey, I'm not dead yet. I can come back.
Oh, I think you've got a lot of work. I don't think we've even seen half of what you're going to be doing out there. And I think you know that too.
Well, I take it a day at a time.
So you said. Be back with you. Helen, thank you so
Thank you.
much.